Hi everyone, good evening. Let's wait for a couple of more minutes so that rest of others can join and then we can start the session. Hi Pranav,
Hey, hi.
good
Like,
evening.
good
How are you
evening.
doing?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
Great. Happy to know that. So, guys, good evening, everyone. This is Shubham, and today we have with us Mr. Pranav Malik. He has impeccable experience, and we'll explore what all he has done till date in the coming slides ahead. But before that, I would like to first of all thank all of you for joining in at this point. And yes, of course, you will be free to ask any questions related to your career, related to the Java developer profession, and get all answers from the expert. So we have Pranav Malik in the house. So thank you, Pranav, once again for joining in. And guys, today we are going to discuss mainly about how to crack Microsoft, Oracle, and PayPal job interviews as a software engineer. So I'll be asking 15 questions to the expert, and the expert Pranav is going to answer those according to his experience, what all challenges he faced, and how he tackled those in order to like secure a placement in such big companies. So Pranav, I would like to come to you, but before that, just to give everyone a formal introduction. Guys, I'm Shubham Dumre, a technical and career consultant at Code Gym University, and we have with us Mr. Pranav Malik, a software development engineer too at Microsoft. So you could just check out his LinkedIn and get more details about his profile. And yes, of course, now we will discuss about what all achievements he has attained till date, and yes, how he found out his way out of the different challenges that he came across. So Pranav, hi. Pleasure to meet you once again. It's been a long time since last time we interacted. And guys, I know you all are active on YouTube, Facebook, and other platforms. So feel free to ask any questions related to the profession, related to the interview processes and all. We'll be happy to answer those. All right. So I'll be asking 15 questions to Pranav. And in case you have any suggestions, in case you want some more details, you could ask those in the chat section. Pranav, good to go?
Yes.
Cool. So first of all, Pranav, like the very basics, like can you please summarize how has your career journey since its inception? Like what are the accomplishments that you attained during the whole journey until now, and how has your journey been? Yeah.
Okay. So basically, like the journey has been very challenging to be honest, and rewarding as on the in as well. So basically, to give you a brief introduction about myself. Hi, my name is Pranav, and like I have around 3+ years of experience in the industry so far, and currently like I work for Microsoft as a SD2. Earlier, I have worked as a SD2 at Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, and prior to that, I was working as a SD2 at PayPal. And prior to that, companies were there, so product-based companies and other companies were there. And overall, I have only 3+ years of experience. So obviously, like I have switched more companies rather than my work experience that is there. And apart from that, and in these total 3+ years of experience, I was able to crack 60+ product-based companies in total. So that is the thing. On the other hand, just to give just to give a starting point, so I was never interested in engineering at first, but it was a second and alternative career option for me, and I was more interested in, like, can say that, medical profession. I just gave I just took admission in engineering because like I was preparing for medical examinations in the first year. Then like obviously like I in the second I could not make it, and then in the second year I realized that why cannot I make like a good career out of this, right? So that is the thing when I realized that like how what is coding and like how data structures math like work, and how operating systems work, and all those things were working. So like I started to gain more and more interest, because I was like pretty okay with mathematics, but like now at that time in my second year only, like I found that mathematics was my calling. And like comparative programming was a very good thing that I could have like done, that is there. So I was doing comparative programming, and on CodeChef and Code Forces, I have participated regularly, and moreover, you can say that like I was actively participating on giving online contests for different platforms that was there. So yeah, that is all where I, you can say that, learn data structures and algorithms, and then I made my progress. And in my, like you can say, in my college days, like I got you can say the highest like second highest placement that was there, and it was around like 10 plus 10 12 lakh plus at that time. That's a pretty decent for a new college grad hire, and that was not even a tier 1 college. It was kind of tier 2 college that was there, government college but tier 2 college. But still, like you can say that like it was decent enough for a person like me that was never interested. And then like all obviously like I had to, with more and more experience, you tend to make connections and learn more about the things, how different things are working, and how different things are like working together in assembly. So then I made my way, and then I realized that okay, fine, data structure knowledge is required, and then more advanced level data structure knowledge would be required. And you can say that like system design will also come in picture, and Java knowledge would also be required, right? So then I came to realize, and then subsequently like I was like able to give interviews, and I had a knack of giving interviews in my in my still you can say that I give interviews, but I pretty much have reduced, or like you can say reduced the intensity of it, now that like I have like got what I desired for. So yes, and overall, like in this in the experience that I've got, like I was able to crack 60 plus product based companies. You name the company, I've cracked it. So like that is what
Interesting.
it has become now. And even my friends like kind of tease these things, that like you continuously switch jobs, and it's kind of a defending point also in the interviews whenever you kind of go for interview. So it's a very common question that's asked to me, that why you left PayPal in 9 months, why you left Oracle in 6 months, and why like now. That is the thing. So I'm just stable for pretty much some time here, and then we'll see what is next.
Fantastic, fantastic. So, the way you described your whole journey was really, really intriguing. I could say very much interesting. And as you mentioned that you have switched a lot of jobs in the early phase of your life, so that's also very interesting to know that you have cracked around 60 plus companies. So fantastic, fantastic experience till now. Now I would like to understand more. Can you please break down the steps to start a career in software development industry based on your experience? Like what could be the initial steps, then what should a person in between should do, and what can a person who is already in the process but wants to like go higher? So what all steps are necessary to crack a job in software development? Yeah.
Got it, got it. Basically, like software development is basically problem solving only, right? So challenge solving different challenging problems. That is the idea that you should go with. So if you are a person who likes to solve problem, then this is a very good place for you. And I would say that like you have to be very much proficient all your life in data structures and algorithms, and like solving different types of problems, be it in system design or be it in like architectural based things that is there. So what according to me, if I would say is like a person should be avid problem solver. First is that a requirement, and then the second requirement is he should think out of the box. Not very often, but like he should develop that habit, that like sometimes the answer lies out of the box, so that like he develops a habit of like thinking out of the box. Then obviously like say some person have a technical competency, say suppose like Java, or it's very specific. Some companies are very specific to technologies, like Oracle has developed Java only, right? It owns Java, so obviously it will work priorly 95% on Java only. Microsoft on the other hand had developed C sharp for its application, so obviously Microsoft would do everything on C sharp only. But any multiple companies are there who work on open source technologies, distributed set of technologies, so you should be familiar with the tech stack as well. But familiarization with the tech stack is secondary, but the person should be a problem solver. That is what also, see why I'm saying this. I have also took, you can say, 5,000 plus interviews all over It's very hectic for me also, but that is the number that I can quote now. So like I have taken a lot of interviews in this time, and fortunately, like I was gaining a lot during these interviews that I was taking. And like obviously it's a two-way process, so that we are given with a set of conditions that how to and where to evaluate a person and what type of things that we are looking for. So basically problem solving is a 90% thing that we are looking at. Then obviously computer science fundamentals like operating system and DBMS, these kind of knowledge of like computer networks. Then afterwards, like you can say that if the person is experienced, say suppose 3+ years of experience or 5+ years of experience, then we look for system design skills as well. If the person is able to like implement or design complex systems. Why? Because like that person is required to contribute directly on our code base on a very high level. High impacting role is there, like he would be suitable for SD2 roles or SD3 roles, right? So that means that he should be above than more than above than average. If he's coming into our team, so he should raise the average, not depreciate the average that is already maintained. That is where like we look for the things that is there. So like asking the currently existing problems or relative problems that are there, we just do that like that.
Cool, cool. Later, like we would also like to understand, like if you could just throw some light on what were your initial interviews for the role of software developer, like when you were at your initial point as just an aspirant to become a software developer, what all interviews or what all role specific interviews did you face at that point of time? Yeah.
So basically, like to be honest, like I have faced a lot of interviews, and on the other hand, like I have also faced the on-site interviews as well, which happened pre-COVID, and after COVID scenario completely changed. You are sitting at your home, and then you can give any interview of your liking. And see, I'll tell you the scenarios between a difference between the both of the scenarios, because I have like experienced both of them first-handedly. So basically sometimes like I used to travel long distances to just give one interview and get rejected in that one interview 3-4 hours, and then like come back 3-4 hours dejected that like what happened. Okay, and I could have improved, thinking that like this question I could have solved and how could I have missed this. There were some times that like companies like Amazon or Google would book flight tickets, hotels, and then they would make arrangements, and then you can say that like still I was getting rejected after attending 5 4 rounds. And then obviously I've experienced that also. But the thing is like the basic things that you like and then afterwards the COVID happens, right? So you are giving interviews from your home, so I have experienced that also, fortunately. So basically what is common in both of them is they look for problem solving and data structure based knowledge if you are in your initial stage of your career. And set of problems are there, they will not ask you like easy medium problem all the time. Some companies like Amazon will only ask you medium hard problems, or Microsoft would set of like problems that are there. Like Microsoft is famous for backtracking based problems. Amazon is based for trees based problems and graph based problems. Google is famous for dynamic programming based problems, right? And like you can say simple manipulation based problems, that is mathematical calculations are very famous for Google. Many companies like Rubrik and Nutanix and these type of companies have set different set of problems that they are. So what I used to do, I used to figure out the patterns, like based on the previous interviews. I used to deduce what is the common set of like topic that they would focus on. It would work, sometime it would not. I had like you can say you have to do research also, right? So basically these type of things are common if in your initial interviews that I've faced. And on the other hand, the more you give interviews, the more you learn. Basically I used to give interviews for companies I had fixed in mind only that I would not never go in this company, but why not to give an interview just to experience it, right? So that is also I have done, and I got rejected also, I have got the offer also. So that is also the case, and I got blacklisted in the process also. In this I will not tell the name because it would be a very conflict of interest, but all this that can also happen when you say that you will be joining but you don't join. So this can also happen. So basically the thing is that like you should if you're in your initial for years of you can say experience, so you should focus on problem solving very much. Data structures is a very core priority, that plays a very important role. The third is like the technical competency that is there. Java, if you are going with Java, so you should be extremely comfortable in Java. Some companies emphasize a lot in Java, They will ask you internals of Java. They will ask you things that you might know or you might not know. Theoretical based knowledge is also asked. This also plays a very important role. Then computer science fundamentals is also there. If your experience is increasing, right, say suppose 3+ years of experience or 5+ years of experience, I have taken interviews for director of engineering also. Okay, so that level I have also, and we were giving a preset set of questions that what to ask, what to expect. I have taken interviews for 15, 16 years, 20 years plus years of experience also of people. Because like when I was in PayPal, we were used to hire contract based like person from outsourced companies, and also in different companies that I work for, right. This happens generally. So also like your mentors are there who help you along the way, right. So I am now on the other side mentoring people, but like I was the person who, I can say that like I took this help of my seniors to figure out what type of questions are there, graph based problems, or what type of graph based problems, these type of things that you can expect.
Cool, cool. Thank you for specially mentioning that you can even get blacklisted in the process.
Mhm.
And you were, of course, like supremely talented, so you could crack so many interviews. Uh,
Not, not talented.
so that like it's also a very good exercise to keep on giving interviews so that you understand the different thought processes associated with corporates and companies. I think startups and like corporates have different kind of requirements, right? What do you think on that part?
Corporates have also like some type of very specific requirements. So basically like it totally depends on if you are going for a product based company, right. So product based company will generally hire for a team. Product based companies are like divided into sub teams, and team is a company in itself. Basically Microsoft, if you talk about Microsoft, if there are many teams that are working, there are teams for Xbox, there are teams for SharePoint, there are teams for Excel, there are teams for Azure also, there are 1000 teams in itself. Okay, so you are working on a very niche product that is there. Okay, and it's a, you can say, company in itself. You are
Yeah,
responsible for the growth of that product, and if that product is excelling, you are excelling. If that product is stagnant, you are stagnant. If the product is not growing, so you are not growing. So it is directly impacting you only. So that's where like you are hired for that type of product.
I see.
Your skills would be directly impacted to that type of product only. Okay,
Cool, cool.
so that is the thing. So if let's say if you are a person, if I am that person that I have knowledge of backend and big data and somewhat of machine learning, so I am suitable for specific type of products only, not all, which would involve lot of things like full stack and all those things that is there, right. If I am aware about full stack, but if I want to go into a specific domain, so that is the whole thing. And corporate have a, you can say that many companies have different type of vague requirements also, to be honest. So they will say that like you have to know everything. That is
Yes.
also the very ample like avid case that is there outrightly. Like they want you to have a knowledge of DevOps, they want to you have a knowledge of master of Java. If you are a 2 years experience, you have 16 years of experience in Java, right. And
Yeah,
data structure, you should be master of god level master of data structures. That is where like you can say competition is also increasing, because like awareness is also increasing, right. So it comes hand in hand, but obviously you can apply and you can give the interview and you can get selected also. So that is the whole thing. But yeah, specific companies have different type of requirements. Say suppose if you are a person who is aware about Node.js, Oracle will not hire you. It will, if it hires you also, like it will put you in a very very niche core team. If you're not aware about Java, they will not interview also you.
okay,
So
okay.
that is a very like that's where I'm saying that companies have a very vague requirement that if you are aware about this technology, you are free to give the interview. They will also ask problem solving. They will also ask system design. They will also ask all this thing that is there. But if you should be aware about Java, you should be aware about this specific technology that is there.
Cool,
So
cool.
that is
Thank you
it.
for like throwing some light on that important aspect. And now I would like you to make us understand like how have you kept learning and mastering to grow your software development career?
So this is, if you have chosen software development career, so you should be a learner throughout your life, to be honest. So you cannot say that like I can take a break from learning and it's my off today, and you cannot say like that, because you are learning every day something, right. And I would say that programming is like maths only. How we used to practice maths, we have to practice maths every day, right, unfortunately. So that is the whole thing. And like programming also you have to do every day. If you just take a break or pause of it, then obviously you will start from zero again. It is like that only, problem solving or programming. But in the if you do it continuously, then it becomes a habit. then it's just like you can say sleeping is like you are sleeping and then you're programming, and then you're eating. It's like that, it becomes like that, you have to practice like that. So with time it takes, like as I told you, that I started in my second year, and because of my friends only that I started. I was not interested in starting alone also. Because my friends were doing it, I also did it. And then it became a competitive kind of spirit, that like competitive programming and all those things became thing, and you have to beat the people and all those things came into picture. Then yeah, so like whenever you start and whenever you follow a route, then you come to, you can say, then you realize or you discover the different paths that you can grow into, so you can just try it. But you need a very constructed path. Right now the problem is that too much content is there, right? The people get distracted. In our, like, 3 years back down the line, there was only code chef, one platform was there, or code forces was there. Now there are 15,000 or 1 million platforms that are there. Which platform to like practice, and which person to follow, that becomes a very, you can say, like a very challenging task for everyone. And most of the time like gets wasted there only. People don't realize that like they have to practice on your own. In the end, you are doing everything on your own. So that is the whole thing.
Great, great. Thank you very much. Right now, we discussed about your career and accomplishments. Now, we would like to move to the next section, that is about job seeking in general. Okay. So, the first question for that section is, what tools, languages, and technologies are important to master in software development? Yeah.
Got it. So my answer is that, like, what tools, like, it's a very open-ended discussion. You cannot have a discrete, you can definite answer for that. Because like some time back, Java was very popular. It still is very popular. People now are switch, you can say, moving to Python, and people are moving to other, you can say, better things like Golang is also coming in the market, right? So that is the one, that is some points that is there. So I would suggest that whatever works for you or whatever technology interests you, you first try that out. If you are interested in becoming a full stack developer, see, like backend would be any technology you can pick, like Java, Python, or Go, anything, right? If you are interested in in the front end, React, Angular, there are tons of, you can say, variations that are there. But the thing is that, like, the popular frameworks that are there is Java is one of the popular frameworks that every sector is using right now. Every company is like using it in some point of view. Other than that, Python is also very famous. Python for machine learning, it's like the best, you can say, outrightly outrightly available solution that is there. Other than that, like, you can say that Node.js is very, like, you can say, useful for people who are doing full stack development and all those things. Other than that, like, yeah, that is the thing. And tools, many people are were very skeptical when cloud came into picture. Now cloud is becoming the essence. Cloud is, you can say that like cloud is the thing that, like, it's providing you more and more options for like building things and like contributing to the future of scale that is there. Data is becoming very much important. Jobs of data scientists is like will increase with the introduction of chat gpt, if you are aware about, right? So that is also becoming very like AI will be, like, you can say, next big thing that is there. So tools and technologies, you can say that, see, problem solving will be remaining constant in this, right? This will, but you have to follow the trend also. Because you can say that, like, if you are saying that I will go into .NET in this point of time, in this like 2022 or 23, then you are also committing a mistake, because .NET is like kind of obsolete. Very less companies are doing it, right? So you should commit to a thing that will kind 5 years down the line, and with time it evolves. Technology, best thing about the technology is, like, you will not remain static. You'll keep on learning by hook or crook. The technology will, like, you force you to learn every day new things, so that you are getting occupied and your brain is functioning. Yeah, that is the thing.
Correctly mentioned, like technology is an undefined analogy, so it keeps on evolving. That's perfectly said. And now the next one is, what should all we should include, what all should we include in a resume if I am a newbie, or the second case can be if I am a software engineer with some prior experience. Yeah.
You should, yeah. So basically, you should have at least 2 to 3 projects in your resume, so that, like, you are familiar with, so that it means that you have done something of your own. You have deployed a website or you have built something, so that we can talk about like how you did it, what were the challenges that you faced, right? What was the technology that you like have used or you are familiar with. On the other hand, like, so that we can ask you like what are your interest. If you just like if we just give you like say suppose like any technology, Golang and other thing in our like framework, so will you be able to own it or completely like deploy the features that is there. Other than that, like you should be having certain experience in problem solving. That should also reflect. Some amount of internships is also good. If you have done any kind of internship is very good, because like you are getting a first hand experience of what your life will become, obviously. So it's an added advantage. If you have won certain like competitions, hackathons, or like you can say programming contests, it also plays a very important role. You can include that, and your like your interest or intent should be clear, that what you want to do in whenever you want to join a company, why you want to join it, and why specifically. That is all it requires. A very simple thing that is there.
All right, all right. Thank you for highlighting those important aspects again. And one very popular question which rises up these days in the software development community in the hiring spectrum is LinkedIn and GitHub really important?
It's
Like,
very much important. It's very it's the essence of only, because if you are not on LinkedIn, you how you're looking for jobs. I'm not aware about like how, if you're not if you're not on LinkedIn, then how you are aware in this world of changing dynamics and all those things. Everything is on LinkedIn only. It's become like next Facebook. Facebook has lost a lot of business because of LinkedIn, but let's not talk about that. But yeah, so LinkedIn is pretty much important because it's like a place where you can connect with people professionally. You can look at things. I used to like even like look at my interviewer who will take my interviews, because you can see the aspects that how he will like how what type of questions he might ask, right? How much like skilled he is, so that like I can know like if I would be able to crack it or not.
crack the interview.
Yes, that is the thing. It like everyone follows this practice,
Yeah,
right? So you should know about the interviewer basically, like so that like you remain in your limits. That okay, that is like I am like that. So GitHub profile is also very much important, because like right now, like you, if any project that you have developed, you should have a GitHub. You should have uploaded it on the GitHub, and so that like the if the interviewer is like interested in viewing that project, he can just look it up. Sometimes because of the project also you might get hired, right? If the project is very excellent, it is a high likely chance that the interviewer got impressed, and he wants to give you a chance that you can go to the next round and then see for yourself what does the next round look like have for you. So they are at like you can say out of if like importance, if I say 9, I'll give out of 10. It's very much importance. It's very much important in these changing dynamics.
cool. So LinkedIn can act as a digital portfolio, while GitHub, you could say, programmer's Instagram, where you could showcase your profile and you could showcase your projects actually.
Everywhere, yeah, I mean, that is the thing. And people are really like, if you don't want to even do anything, right, you can become an influencer and earn very good amount of money via like LinkedIn only. And GitHub also people are earning a lot, like via, yeah, that is the thing.
Great, great. The next one is like, what is necessary preparation for different interview rounds, and how many of them actually like take place? For you could say in case of Microsoft, Oracle, or any big company, like
Yeah,
especially
so
in case of MNCs. Yeah,
I'll just give you a generalized view of what happens in any type of product based companies.
yeah.
So basically, you can expect around, you can say 4 to 5 interviews that are there. 5 to 6 is the minimum that is there, right? So that includes first round includes a online coding round that is there, either a Codility or any type hacker rank round based round, where 2 or 3 questions are there and they will check your problem solving skills. Other than that, like there would be 2 rounds specifically to test your problem solving. Okay, the next 2 rounds, if you are you can say that if you are aiming for SD2, so it will be one round for like system like you can say low level design, and the another would be for high level design. And the final would be if the hiring manager wants to interact with you, hiring manager can also ask any type of question. Okay, he will not have like, he will also 45 minutes, like say suppose general like you can say if the interview is for 60 minutes, 45 minutes he might ask behavioral round of questions that is there, that is like star principles and all those things. You can just google it up. On the other hand, like 15 minutes he can ask any technical question, right, based on from your resume or any project, or even a data structure based question. If companies like Microsoft also has director of engineering rounds, PayPal also had, where director would also interact with you, so that he should see a good fit on you, basically. That is the whole process that is there.
Got it. Got it. And now the next part would be like, are there any peculiar soft hard skills for landing a job in these companies?
Soft skills are very much important. Basically, any, if you go for like interviews with Amazon, they will at every level of interview they will ask you about the leadership principles that they have in mind. Some companies are very peculiar about these kind of things, that after every technical discussion 45 minutes they will ask you to say that in your experience, how, tell us that how, like according to our set of 15 18 points leadership principles are there, how, you can say that how you justify this, how you have implemented them in your life. So that, because Amazon has a specific type of culture, day one, right? So it's still day one, or like you have to increase the average every day and every day. So some companies that are very specific, they would hire like that, and companies like Nutanix and Cohesity and Rubrik also follows these type of, Uber also follows these type of culture based practices. So on the other hand, there are specific companies, Microsoft would also follow it. But like soft skills and hard skills, soft skills are very much important nowadays, I would say. You should be able to communicate very good, right? You should be able to clearly explain the your approach or your thoughts to the interviewer, so that he or she might not feel that like you are just, you can say, not basically why I'm saying this is like I was rejected at some places because of this. I was not able to convey my thoughts right properly to the interviewer, and the interviewer pointed this out in the feedback. I was very desperate to get the feedback. After 1 minute, 1 month of waiting, I got the feedback finally, and he mentioned that he was not able to convey the, you can say, the his thoughts. And that company was very good. I missed that opportunity. Meta, Facebook. So that is the thing. And sometimes these kind of things are very much important, very much things revolve around this. Because why? Nowadays people are aware like anything, right? The, you can say, the chances of selecting between, like you can say, 5 to 10 candidates is very, you can say, reduced. Because everybody is on that level. If I am getting a rating of 8, the other person would get a rating of 7.8 or 7.9 also. Then how would you reject that person? How would you accept that person? So you have to differentiate on many small details that is there. Everybody will, after the interviews, everybody would have a debrief that this person behaved in this situation in this way. So what would be, you cannot judge a person by 60 minutes of interview, right? So that is the whole idea. And so soft skills are very much important nowadays. I would say it should be treated as a specific topic only, in my opinion. But you can say hard skills, obviously, like problem solving, any day you have to be very excellent in that. Awesome, pretty awesome in that nowadays. System design also, if you are experienced person, system design is like very much important nowadays. Like system design, I would say that if you, people have started to ask system design in the first year only. For 1 year of experience they ask system design. Companies like Gojek or companies like Swiggy, they have machine coding round, so they ask to design you a system in you can say 90 minutes or 100 minutes. So then it's like proper functioning system. That's a very if you are just a newbie, it's a very tough interview for to crack also. So these type of hard skills and soft skills are very important, I would say.
Great, great. Thank you very much. This brings us to the end of our section 2. And now we would be discussing more about learning for software engineer role. So, firstly, I would like to understand it from you. What are your thoughts on the Indian IT market?
So I would say that like India is also progressing a lot. India is very developed because I had the privilege to judge a couple of government based hackathons that happened in this year. I was invited to be the judge on behalf of the government of India. So government of India is also promoting like IT sectors like anything. Our economy is also be getting developed because of this. If you see that we have beaten UK in like global rankings, right? And on the other hand, I would say that coming more and more startups are getting founded by, like you can say, Indian people. That's very good for us because like with more and more startups, more and more job roles would be like you can say coming up. But now the question is that multiple type of job roles would be, you can say, that very specific things would be coming up. So you have to upskill your skill, upskill yourself. if you are kind of in the in testing role, so you should say that like, okay, fine, I have to try something else also. I have to try development, I have to try, you can say that, data science, I have to try big data, right? These kind of things are very much common, and new technologies, emerging technologies are very much in, you can say, in demand. Lot of, and everywhere you go, technologies is being used in agri tech, in health tech, right? Any everywhere. Just yesterday only I was reading that Google announced that, Google and Microsoft has also announced, but like it's still not in the papers, but it will be. So Google has announced that like they have made an AI that can just like replace doctors in next 2 years. It's very good. It's actually pretty good, but it's like, I would not say that like it would replace, it would help the doctors in some way. I should think that technology is there to help only. So on the other hand, like every sector is based on, and you can say that every sector is dependent on technology, every sector, right? Payments, everything, right? So that is the thing. And next 5 to 10 years, I would say it's the golden period of our, like you can say, IT sector. More and more startups would be there, more and more IPOs, more and more jobs would be created, right? More and more, and now with the you can say that like last year only that Shark Tank happened, right? It created, like you can say
Startup wave, I could call it.
startup wave, yeah, startup wave only. And more people got, who were not like, who did not come into the limelight, they now are like coming into the limelight, and they are investing on tech startups. Famous personalities like cricketers and
Yes,
all those things, they are investing in tech startup, and they are investing in tech because they see future, they
correct.
see return of investment out of them. So that is the thing. And I also feel that like next 5 to 10 years is very less, like 10 to 20 years, it's like a golden period of our like IT sector.
Great, great. Thank you for like highlighting that point that startup India is like gaining a lot of traction. Again, Shark Tank has boosted a lot of startups since last year in
Hmm.
India, and yes, definitely it is shaping the Indian IT market in a very crucial aspect.
Yes, one point I would like to add just in the last,
Yeah,
it had to happen, Shubham. Like one day only, like this kind of thing had to happen. Like we had to reduce the dependency on the, like you can say, US. It is in the positive direction only. Now people, I would say that there is a new pattern that I'll see in the people, that I also guide people, right? Mentor
yeah,
people, right? Actively. So people nowadays are preferring to stay in India rather than going to US or UK or other states. They go, and like 1 or 2 years they say, then they come back, and then they are starting their own venture here. That's very good. That's
yeah.
very awesome, I would say.
It's going to boost our like local economy, I could say, and also benefit a lot of individuals to learn new skills, which are
Obviously,
which of course these entrepreneurs are learning from different countries and different people. So that's a very good change. And now there's one very important like dimension to this particular discussion, which evolves around many people in non-tech roles now want to move towards programming roles. So how can a newbie transition into a software developer role?
it's very simple. I have guided a lot of people who are from the non-tech background. People I have guided from CA, people from like arts background, people from commerce background, people from different tech or different background who are not only BTech, right? So different type of people I have guided, and the basic thing that I can say is like you should have a knack of problem solving, and you should have a knack of learning. You every day you have to learn new things. You should not give up. That is, you should have the adequate patience that is there, and you should follow one path. You should not deviate yourself from that path. Following one path is very much necessary right now in the ground level situation, because too much content is out there. People would say that he is teaching this topic very good, then I will follow this person. Then after some time they realize that no, the first person was only teaching that content very good. So you should have a very, like you can say, crisp and clear like path in your mind, what you want to do, and follow one thing and then excel in that, rather than focusing on 10, 12, 20, 30, 40, 50 things, right? So that is the point that I would like to give, and you can just do it. It's very simple, right? So skills are mattering more than degrees right now. People from non IITs are performing more, much more greater than, like you can say, IITs and all those college tags have also faded. It's kind of important, 50, like you can say, 50% it's still important, playing the importance, but people are, that is that kind of thing is coming up, I would say.
Great, great. Thank you for specially highlighting that point that college is not the only thing that is going to matter. Instead, your skills would be the ones who could make you outstanding. So Thank you for like bringing that point here. And guys, if you are non-techies, still it's okay, you can transition into a programming role. That's possible, so don't worry. And we will discuss how to do it in the coming slides ahead. This brings us to the final section of our discussion today, Pranav. And like I would like to firstly ask you like to give us some advice on how to learn software engineering to qualify for this position, like how to learn, how much time should we devote, and tips and tricks to solve programming online effectively.
So basically, I would say that you can say that like you have to dedicate. If you are working, if you're a student, your life is awesome. You have to study every day, and maximum amount of time that you can devote. I would say like 10-12 hours every day you can just devote if you have that knack, or 6-7 hours is also fine. But you should be consistent. 5 hours if you are just studying, you should be consistent in that. 5 hours, 5 hours, 5 hours. But if you're working professional, so I would say that set aside 2-3 hours every day, and just consistency, maintain that consistency, just do little by little, take baby steps. No need to like burn out yourself, because obviously working only you will be like in a position that you will feel that you have already like exhausted. But you should have 2-3 hours to for yourself to like upskill, because upskilling daily matters. Even for your work it will matter sometimes, like because things would change over time, they would not remain the same, right? With, if you are aware, right now, the code that any backend person is writing, that could be automated, right? Everything can be automated. That code that he is contributing, that only can be automated, right? So you should try to learn different things every day. You should learn how cloud services work, you should learn how Docker is working, you should how deployment is working. If it is not your domain also, I would say that you should learn about that domain. You should develop a curiosity feeling that okay, in the background or in the ground level, what how this thing would be working, right? On So if you just develop that thought, then obviously your problem is like 99% is solved. Just 1% effort is required from your side to get the extra step that is there. And on the other hand, problem solving, I would say just do it like maths. Every day you have to do it, right? Every day. If you just take a break, then it will become zero. Every day you have to do it until you get a like you feel that like okay, it's sufficient, and you can take some time off. Then again you have to do it, unfortunately. So yeah, that is the crux that I can just give.
So I could just summarize it by saying that problem solving is a consistent process, right?
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, it's a very consistent process. Yes.
Yeah, cool. So the next one is, how much can you earn from a software developer role in early years, middle management, and senior levels? Yeah.
It's a very trivial question to be honest, but I can give you the range. See, if you are if you are going for a I'll just tell you the range. If you are going for to in a product based company, right, or the service based sector you are talking about,
Yeah, yeah.
product based, right?
But any would do. Like as of now.
Okay, okay, fine, got it. So basically, if you are considering both, so let's say if you are in India, right, and INR, if you are just calculating it, so 6 to 25, you can say for a entry level person you can get right now, or 5 to 25 or 30 even you can get for a entry level. This is the basic salary that I'm talking about, not the extra benefits that you will get. If you are going for a very top end product based company, then they also offer you stock options, and they also offer you like you can say joining bonus. So in total, if you are getting, you can say Amazon or like that, so that total CTC becomes around 50 to 60 for SD1, or like for a entry level person that is there. The other thing is like if you're going for SD2, so obviously that it will become 90 to 95 lakhs right now, or top level I'm just saying. And then in the medium level, it will go for from 12 plus to that level that you can give. On the other hand, like obviously SD3s are paid a lot more, right? And similarly the ranks rise and the pay rise. But after some time you are given a tough choice, that after say suppose 5-6 years, I in my position would also be there. So if you want to grow technically, or if you want to move to management, become software development manager or anything, or become a product manager, even like right now also I
Yeah.
have that choice, become a product manager or become a TPM, technical program manager. So you have to decide what suits you, what is best suited for you, because in the end you will be managing people when you just rise up. If you are a SD2 also, you have to manage SD1s. If you're
Yeah.
SD3, then you have to manage SD2s and
SD2
SD1s.
ones.
So that is the whole, if you're a manager, so you have to manage everything. So that is a very tedious process, and that's where and you have to do coding also. Manager also do like the task, that is technical task he also takes. I would say. So that is that, it totally depends, like what is you want, what is your calling, and what is that the thing that you want and you aspire for, but on the range that I have just told you. So that is the only thing.
Great, great. Thank you for clarifying it in such a organized manner, I could say. And now a very interesting one, a very short one, but this could like be again an open-ended one. So, is it worth a shot to learn Java in 2023?
Obviously, it's worth to a lot. It's worth the shot to learn it in 23, 24, 25, 26, 28, 29 also. Okay,
Yeah,
it's the I would say that like I did a very good thing. I learned Java in second year, and I have made the best bet that is there. Okay, because C, C++, C sharp is like you can say 5 to 10% only in the market,
yeah,
and very niche companies that are working on semiconductors or open or like operating system, or companies like only Microsoft only use these, right? And
yeah,
whereas like 70% of the companies would use Java in any of the format. Even Microsoft also uses Java in their teams, right?
yeah.
Any specific teams they would use Java. So Java is a very popular like language. And right now I'm working with C sharp, so like you can say that like I also like will work on Java. So somewhere, but like in some part of my work. So the thing is like Java is very awesome language and I would say that if you are given a chance, that you should try to learn it instead of learning C sharp or C++ or Python. If you want to like learn Python for machine learning, then you can obviously like learn Java and then Python, but like I would personally advise you that you have to learn Java. Okay, because it's like it's a very good awesome language that is there.
Great, great. So, guys, Java is not going to vanish, and you can definitely give it a shot. And Pranav, you already know how at CodeGym we train students, we train professionals to like transition into Java developer roles. So, what are the chances you would have trained at CodeGym University if you had to start your career now?
So obviously, like, see, CodeGem University is a very good platform that is there, because like it's providing you a very like you can say vetted curriculum that is there to follow, so that you can just become and you can just learn the niche things that is required for you to crack the like interviews that you would be facing. It's taught by industry mentors that are very excellent in their professions, right? And the
Yeah,
curriculum is also designed in a manner so that the student that is coming in, he will be able to crack many job opportunities that is there, and it's like up to date, right? So that is the whole thing, and obviously like it's a very good like choice for a person that wants to join that.
great, great. So, as Pranav rightly mentioned, like I would just like to give you all a brief summary of what all things at CodeGym University we provide. So, why CodeGym University is the best choice? So, we have live sessions with a mentor and access to recorded theory, and along with that you the students or learners will get 24 by 7 help from personal mentor. There are 1200 plus tasks with automatic verification of solution. So we have a platform by which you can like just get your tasks verified automatically, and it is smart enough to give you hints and recommendations to solve those problems. You during the course you will also work on 15 plus big projects and real case studies that will be showcased on your portfolio on completing the course. Later you are connected with people on a close Slack community, and yes, you interact with your peers, with your mentors, with the support team as and when required. We give you a equated monthly installment scheme, so by which you can make monthly installments for the payment of the fees. And yes, you definitely earn a course completion certificate along with assistance from a career center with creating a resume. In addition to that, we will also take care of your LinkedIn and GitHub profiles, as those are necessary now to secure a job. And the best part is we give you a 100% job guarantee. So how does this work? We will just discuss it ahead in the coming slides. So let's firstly understand the curriculum, features, and mentors. So the learning program is divided into different modules, and it starts from Java syntax, then it goes to Java core, then Java professional, then we work with databases, then Spring and Spring Boot, and the final project. Now, if you see, after every module, there is a project which is associated with it. So this is how the modules are broken down into such a manner where you learn a particular concept, you learn a particular section, and then you implement that particular learning into a project. This is how the whole flow works. And as I mentioned earlier, so you will be working on 15 plus big projects, which can be showcased on GitHub for securing a job as a Java developer. So if you need detailed learning program details, you can just check out our website and you would get all the curriculum in detail. Yes. Now, talking about mentors, we have different mentors who have a range of expertise. We have Paresh, who is a senior software engineer at Walmart Technology with 13.5 years of experience. And later we have Aditi, who is a software engineer at Salesforce with 3 plus years of experience. We also have Aziruddin Sheikh, a senior software engineer at Philips with 5 plus years of experience. Apart from them, we have a rest of other mentors also who will take care of all your queries, all your doubts, and they will be the ones who will be guiding you in your learning sessions. So this is about mentors. Later, how the course will progress. So every week you will have 2 sessions with a mentor, and their practice tasks are automatically verified on the website. So the website, I would just like to show you how it looks exactly. So the automatic task verification looks like this. Yes. So you could just code it, and this is how the whole thing will automatically get verified. So this every week you will get 2 lessons with a mentor. The tasks are automatically verified on the website. You get a feedback via Slack. So Slack is a chat platform where you interact with your mentors, with your peers, with your seniors and juniors, and also your batchmates. And yes, analysis of tasks in the next lesson if needed. So the lessons, whatever you would learn in that particular week, will be assessed as and when required. So this is how the whole learning cycle will work. And yes, it is a very interactive process, I mean to say. Your resume and certificate of completion. So your resume would not just be about what your like what all academics you have completed, but it would be more focused on what kind of role you are targeting. And also, in addition to that, some major additions like your projects, your expertise in terms of different skills that you have attained, everything will be highlighted. So our career experts will help you in creating your resume as per your profile. And you will also get a certificate which you can enclose on LinkedIn so that it could showcase you have completed a professional training course for Java. So our certificate holds a very good position in terms of hiring, and many HRs and talent acquisition specialists are like familiar with our training. So it's a add-on to your profile. As I said, we have 100% job guarantee. So we assure you 100% job guarantee if you follow the 5 steps, the 5 crucial steps. One is attend the 90% live sessions. So this is just like our final year college where we are expected to like attend the sessions, then complete the homework on time. So you have to finish your homework on time, complete the projects on time and submit it before the deadline, pass the exam and follow the recommendations of the career coach and mentors. If you guys are sure to do this, if you are ready to do this, then we will take care of your placement. It is a complete 100% job guarantee program. And by this I mean to say, if you don't get a placement during the placement period post completion of the course, we will refund you back all the money. So it is anyways a win-win situation for both of us, because we are very much sure on our content that you will definitely like secure a placement. You will be familiar enough with the placement world once you complete the course, and also like sustain the role in IT, because that is also a very crucial aspect in IT. And still, if the case is that you don't get a job, then we will give you a full refund. So you just have to attend 90% of live sessions, complete the homework on time, complete final projects on time, pass the final examinations, and strictly follow the recommendations of career coaches. That's it. Rest the job part is on us. Again, just to like highlight GitHub and LinkedIn profile. So as Pranav rightly mentioned, your projects are like the key factor in terms of your recruitment. And so all your projects can be showcased on GitHub. And again, LinkedIn happens to be as a digital portfolio nowadays. Recruiters even look at the LinkedIn profile before even analyzing a resume. So LinkedIn and GitHub will take care of all those aspects in detail. So you don't have to worry about it at all. And code gym support system. So we have experts, we have Java support experts, we have our academic support experts who would be taking care of all your queries during the course. So yes, no need to worry about that part, and you can definitely get it done by the support team when as and when required. Later we will just like summarize it for you. Before that, I would like to share a link with all of you. So in case you have any doubts, you can connect with Pranav. Pranav has shared his LinkedIn profile link here. Yeah. And this course is for. So if you are a beginner or people or a person with zero knowledge in programming, this course is for you. If you're an industry switcher who wants to work in IT, wants to start a career in IT as a Java developer, then this course is for you. Java specialists who want to improve their skills or review the material, guys, you can definitely go ahead with this course. Learners who want financial freedom with a high paying, secure job, guys, this course is for you. And innovators who want to dive into programming sphere and get some new knowledge, definitely you can do this course. So this course will accommodate any kind of experience, any kind of expertise, even if you are a beginner, even if you are in somewhere in middle or an experienced person. So no need to worry at all. As I mentioned, the platform which we have is super interactive, so it can give you recommendations, it can give you suggestions, it can give you hints to solve the different problems. Again, you get access to live mentors, so there are real people to take care of all your doubts with a 24 by 7, and a support team which is dedicated, which is a robust support team which will take care of all your queries, right from project submissions to like completing on time, learning regularly and all. So no need to worry at all, you can definitely go ahead with this course. Now I would like to give you out the pricing. So generally we offer this course for 6,700 per month. This is an exclusive discount offer for all webinar attendees, and it is like the course is beginning on 18th of January 2023. So per month students pay 6,700, and as the course is for 12 months, you could just calculate it. So it is 6,700 per month. But because you guys have spared some time, so I would like to offer you a super deal. So we would like to offer a super deal to all of you, which is rupees 1,700 for the first month of the course, and for the rest of the months you will pay 6,700. So for the first month you make a payment of 1,700, and for the rest of the months you pay 6,700. So you also get a discount certificate for the first month, and yes, this offer is valid for 3 days. So this super deal is exclusively for all of you who are live on the session, who are like looking at this session as of now, and you can avail this deal. Our team has dropped in a link where you could put in your entry, and you can discuss the rest of the part with our team members who will get in touch with you. So just click on the link which is being shared by our team, and I would just like to wait here so that you could put in your entry there. Pranav, hi. I would like to get it from you, like how what do you think about this offer?
It's a very good offer, to be honest. Like, absolutely, like CodeGym is the very best platform for like people who want to do like or want to learn Java. That is there, but like obviously, like it's nothing. I guess like 1,700 is like for the first month. It's like obviously like it's a very super deal that people should take, and obviously like see, you have to learn from like XYZ, right? But you, I would say that learn from like a very well vetted like or very like you can say the curriculum that is provided by CodeGym. It's very good. I would personally like recommend that like you can go for the like the same. That's very excellent. That is there.
Thank you, Pranav. Thank you. So, guys, the super deal is active for all of you, and our team has dropped in a link for this particular super deal. So you could just put in the entry in the chat section on that link, and we will like get in touch with you. This offer is exclusively valid for only 3 days. So I would recommend you guys, in even if you have some doubts, put in the entry. Our team will get in touch with you, and then you can discuss those out. Yes. So thank you for listening patiently, guys, and you can enroll now. Pranav, before like we sign off, do you have any words of wisdom for the end for our listeners, for our viewers? Yeah.
So I would say that like consistency is the key, and like people break the consistency many a times. But like in any, if you are learning or if you are you can say, if you are just reading also a book, you should try to read that one page every day, just like this. So consistency is a very underestimated thing that people just like don't care about. But I would personally recommend that be consistent in your efforts so that like you will be able to make the most out of the things that is there. That is only my like small advice, small piece of advice. and you
Great.
should not be afraid of failing. And like if you fail like more, then obviously you gain things rather than success. In success you will just see that like, okay, this thing worked for me. Then you will never know that what does not work, right? So you should have to have the taste of failures also.
Great, great. Thank you. So for giving us that thought that never say die attitude will matter a lot in any scenario. And
Yes.
now I was just scrolling through the chat section on YouTube. We have a question, which is what should be the approach if I have a 5 years of gap from completion of my academics? Yeah. So the student says he has a 5 year gap post completion of his academic degree, and now he wants to probably jump into Java. So what
Okay.
can be the approach?
That is the thing. So that's a very that see, I would say that this is not a very like uncommon thing that is happening right now. Most of the people I am guiding, that they are either 4 or 6 or 7 years like gap in the education that is there. I would say that you are not like any less of the people that are there. I would say just like develop a problem solving aptitude that is there, and on the other hand, like focus on one thing, that is like if you want to learn Java, then it would be Java only. And you can obviously and the time is very less with you, so you can go for a like curriculum that is already developed, like code gym, like university that is there. So you try to waste like your energy and time on different 10 different things, where you where like when you can just get that thing on one place, all the things at one place. So that is the whole idea. And yeah, so be consistent in your efforts, and then just follow the curriculum, like you can say, very in a very efficient manner, and do things that are asked from you, and then obviously they are taking care of your placement, so why you are worried? So that is the whole thing. And yeah, it works. I would say it definitely works, and I have seen people getting placed very in a very good thing that is there. So yeah, that is the thing.
Great, great. Thank you for taking that, Pranav. There's another one which says, I'm 8 years experienced professional in product support. How should I plan my shift to product based company?
Okay, so basically, like if you're working in product support, that like I would say that like you will be knowing about the product like on a high level only, but lot you want to now like know the things internally, how things are working internally. So I would say that you need to get a knowledge of like internals, like that would be system design and like you can say low level design. On the other hand, problem solving it would also be very important for you. If you are if you are in like any type of experience, like let's say like 4 or 5 years experience, 10 years of experience, you have to do problem solving, you cannot escape it. But if you have good amount of experience, say suppose 8 years of experience, so then you will not go for a SD1 role, you will at least try for SD2 roles, right? That is the minimum that you will try for. So that demands system design, low level design, high level design. You should be very crystal clear with the concepts. So I guess like going for a well vetted curriculum like coaching, then again we are coming to that point that you should follow a thing that is like, and you should stick to one thing, focus on completing that one thing rather than going to 10 different things that are there. Okay, so that is the whole idea, and that should be the main motive behind everything.
Great, great. Thank you, Pranav. Thank you for answering that one too. Guys, if you have any questions, we would like to take more questions now. We would like to see your questions in the chat section if you have any. And also, we would love to see your feedbacks like, did you get something from today's session? Or how was today's interaction? Waiting for your responses in the chat section. Until then, if anyone is left to still drop in your entry, the link is being shared in the chat section. You could just put in your entry. Even if you have any doubts or you feel that you want to talk to someone, our team will get in touch with you and you can get all your doubts resolved there. We're waiting for your responses, guys. Thank you. Pranav, let's wait for a couple of more minutes and then we could call it a day. In case if anyone is left to drop in your entry, you could just put it on this link which is being shared in the chat section. Thank you. Thank you very much for responding. As you could just copy that link and try it in the browser, it will work.
You can open a new tab and it will work fine.
Yeah, yeah, it will work fine. Thank you, Alex. Cool then, guys. Thank you, Manoj. Thank you very much. Pranav, I think it's almost done. So, would you like to say something at the end?
Yeah, just like I would like to mention once again that like don't be afraid of failing, and failures are a part of the journey that like will like when you come on the other side, that when you have cracked companies that are there, I will not boast, but like when you have cracked some companies, then you will see that I then you will remember those days that like of failing. And till now also, like I remember that I used to travel for 4 hours just to get rejected in the first round. So that is the thing that you will remember. So that is the thing, and this it will teach you very good things in life, so you should be accepting that also, right? So yeah, that is the whole point that I want to say.
Yeah, and finally, we have one more question, which is I am a BECSE second year student, so I want to know how should I prepare from now for my job interview.
So you should be like, firstly you should focus on problem solving because you are in college. So like and problem solving and data success, and focus on computer science knowledge that is there, computer science fundamentals like operating system, databases, computer networks, right? And computer architecture, that you should focus on. Firstly focus on the knowledge, and then like problem solving, and then obviously like build some things. Try to build some projects, right? Real life projects like a shopping cart or any type of projects. Uber clone only you can build, that is not proper clone. So build some projects, if possible do some internships, then obviously your base clear. Then yeah, you will be able to get a job very finely.
Cool, cool. Thank you very much. I think it's almost done. I don't see any more questions. So thank you very much, Pranav, and thank you everyone for like joining in. And do drop in your entries there on the link which is being shared in the chat section. We would love to interact with all of you, solve all your queries one on one if you have any, and let's see you for the learning part then. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Bye.